the investigation into the sudden death of popular actor Shefali Jariwala has taken a new turn. As per the Amboli police sources, in the initial probe, the police suspect that Shefali had been consuming several medications for years without any medical supervision. Now, these include anti-aging treatments, skin whitening supplements, and multivitamin pills. Sources indicate that this may be a serious case of self-medication. Nearly 8 years ago, Shefali reportedly began taking certain medications on a doctor's recommendation. But over time, she allegedly continued using them without any regular follow-up or medical oversight. During a search of her house, the police recovered multiple drugs from her fridge, the drawers, as well as tabletops, including high-dose anti-aging injectables and capsules like glutathione. Investigators also found multiple strips of a drug called Pandi-DSR, commonly used for acidity and gastric issues, suggesting that she may have been suffering from chronic gastric distress as well. Now, crucially, it has emerged that on the day of her death, that's 27th of June, Shefali was observing a fast, yet she continued taking her regular medications. Now, this has raised a critical question. Did taking these drugs on an empty stomach prove fatal for her? So far, the Amboli police have recorded statements from 14 individuals, including a local pharmacist from whom Shefali regularly bought these medicines. The police are currently awaiting the postmortem and chemical analysis reports to determine whether her death was the result of a drug reaction or any other underlying cause. But as of now, remember, investigators have not reached any definitive conclusion. My colleagues Nilesh and Rucha are tracking all the developments in this case. Let me first go across to Nilesh. Nilesh, there are a lot of conversations and speculations that are happening as far as the anti-aging treatment is concerned. The police sources, of course, now saying that there were several tablets, several medications that were found at her residence. Perhaps she was also taking them without the consultation of a doctor. What more do you have on this particular, reason that the police is probing?
Well, the death of 42-year-old model and actor Shefali has left everyone in a deep shock. Questions are being raised as to how is it possible that an actor at such a young age, being completely fit, physically fit, is declared dead on one unfortunate day. But speaking on the investigation front, that is remaining the prime angle of investigation for Amboli police station. Multiple teams have been formed who are working to understand what exactly led to the cause. However, as per the police officials to whom we have spoken, who were directly involved in the case, has suggested that as per the statement that has been given out by the family members and the husband of Shefali, that is Parag Tyagi, he himself has admitted that they were sitting on a table, on a dinner table, but suddenly Shefali collapsed onto the floor, and after which Shefali's husband, along with her parent and a staff member, took her to the hospital for a treatment, but there she was declared dead by the hospital and was later referred to Cooper Hospital as well. Now, what we're picking up through our sources in Amboli police station, it has been conveyed that as of now, importantly, 12 statements have been recorded, all falling in the line that Shefali was in a good health. However, she was also involved in self-medication, primarily for her anti-aging treatment, and skin whitening and pigmentation treatment was being done, which was she was taking shots for the same for past 8 years.
Okay.
The doctor had advised her around 8 years back, but since then, every month she used to take this medicine, and on Friday evening she took the medication again, but without consuming any food. Now,
right,
officials
Nilesh,
suggest that it
for our viewers, let's quickly summarize what we know so far as these anti-aging drugs is concerned. What the police have found, viewers, let's tell you. Shefali was taking anti-aging medicines for many years, is what sources have told Times Now. On the 27th of June, that's the day of her death, Shefali injected anti-aging medicine while observing a fast. Extremely important point there. Another revelation that has happened is that anti-aging medicines were advised to Shefali 8 years ago, but she continued taking them without any, doctor's advice or doctor's guideline. In fact, she was taking anti-aging medicine every month as far as we know. Now, the police are probing if anti-aging drugs cause this cardiac arrest that is being speculated at the moment. But as far as the investigation is concerned, viewers, remember the forensics team has found lots of pills at Shefali's residence, something that we told you, in her fridge, in her drawers, on tabletops. All of these medicines were found by the forensic team. Anti-aging medicines, beauty oil, gastro-related pills, all of them were found at Shefali's residence. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we are getting to know as far as the investigation is concerned. Rucha, we have been telling our viewers how these medicines and a plethora of them for various reasons were found at Shefali's residence, obviously pointing to the fact that perhaps one of the reasons could be these pills leading to the cardiac arrest. What are the authorities saying as far as this angle is concerned? And of course, they're awaiting the postmortem report as well as the forensic team's report.
The postmortem report is awaited. It's been 2 days since the report has been reserved by the doctors for the observations. Now, there are multiple reasons that the medical teams are looking into, and the Amboli police is also looking into. Now, medication is one of the main points that is in focus at this point because Shefali was taking multiple medicines, and she was getting treatment of anti-aging. She was injecting herself for over 8 years. Every month she was getting shot for the anti-aging treatment. Additionally, she was also dealing with epilepsy. Now, epilepsy is a condition where you get multiple seizures, and she has been vocal about it. She was 15-year-old young when she first started dealing with it, and that has been a major challenge in her life, and that was the only reason that she was facing major stress. She was continuously in anxiety is what the family members have told us, and she also spoke about epilepsy in many of her interviews that her physical health was not well, even though she was continuously working out and continuously posting her videos of gym workouts. And when we even spoke with her fitness trainer, even they told us that she was on proper diet. She was following exactly what she was told to eat and what she was trying to avoid. But despite that, her condition, her health deteriorated, and unfortunately she passed away in the unfortunate incident. Initially, it was told that she suffered through cardiac arrest, but the investigation is still underway, and postmortem report will only
of course, the investigation is still underway. Nilesh and Rucha, stay with me. Let's also tell you, viewers, how the Mumbai police sources are telling us that on the day that Shefali died, her blood pressure was low, due to which she fainted and fell down. She was taking medicine for skin whitening. When Shefali fainted, Parag, her husband, her parents and the house help took her to the hospital. And remember, on that particular day when Shefali had died, she first ate a day-old food and later took the anti-aging medicine after some time. Now, as per sources, doctors of the Cooper Hospital suspect that Shefali may have had cardiac arrest due to self-medication. The postmortem report has not been prepared yet, but the doctors have reserved that particular report. Doctors are waiting for the viscera report as well as the blood report in this entire case. Nilesh, these are reports that the police are still waiting for, but as far as doctors are concerned, there is a speculation that these particular pills might have led to a cardiac arrest because she was observing a fast and she had those pills on an empty stomach. That perhaps could be the main reason why Shefali unfortunately passed away.
Well, yes, absolutely. And in order to simplify things, we have been conveyed that the major chunk of medication that police officials have kept with them, or they have seized from the residence of Shefali, includes one of the anti-aging medication, and other majority of medication also includes the gastrointestinal related medication. Now, if we speak to various experts into medicines who are especially looking after cardiac health, they always suggest that a quite symptom for cardiac arrest goes through acidity. So maximum number of people somewhat misunderstand acidity with that of cardiac arrest. So there could be a possibility that Shefali could for long have been getting a symptom of heart attack. However, she or her family members might be mistaking it as a cardiac as acidity, and which is why self-medication was done by Shefali. So that could be one of the aspects, that ignorance of cardiac health could also be one of the factor. But we cannot also ignore the factor that Shefali herself at multiple locations had agreed that she used to suffer with stress and epileptic seizure as well. So those of the parameters could have just added on to her cardiac health, which was for long been ignored by herself. So all of those can only be ascertained after the post-mortem reports confirm all of these parameters or all of these factors.
That's
but
right,
yes,
Nilesh,
officials are looking through technical
that reason, that particular cause of death is of course still needs to be ascertained and be made public. But Rucha, as far as the self-medication factor is concerned, and if it is the real cause of Shefali's death, it again points to how all of us need to be aware of, our own health and need not self-medicate each time we feel a little unhealthy. It's always better to take a doctor's advice instead of self-medication on anything, on the simplest of illnesses.
Well, of course, it becomes very important when even if you are taking regular medicines, it should be under the observation. It should be from the doctor's suggestions. Only after that one should consume medicines, and especially treatments like anti-aging, and even if it's about the skin treatment, pigmentation. Shefali was under medication, but she was treating herself, and the Amboli police station has also recorded statements of the doctors that were consulting her and her family doctors, including those the medical stores which the Jariwala family regularly used to go to buy medicines. Now all of these statements have been recorded by the Amboli police station, and it becomes very important to understand which medicine or whether medicines have caused cardiac arrest and which later led to the actor's demise. And it is very important to note that one should only consume the medicines only after the prescription of doctors, and should not treat themselves. Now, her treatment of the anti-aging treatment started 8 years back, and she was every month she was injecting herself, which was not under any observation. It is very concerning to self-medicate anyone.
Yes, absolutely. Rucha and Nilesh, thanks very much for joining us at the moment with all those details. Viewers, we will keep getting you the latest developments as far as Shefali's cause of death is concerned. Right now, it's time for a short break. News and updates will continue on Times Now.